Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn the next lecture, name is frequency and frequency distribution.
First of all, we see what is the definition of frequency distribution. A table containing classes along with their frequencies, then that table is called as the frequency distribution. There are two types of frequency distribution. One is discrete frequency distribution and second is continuous frequency distribution. First of all, we see how to make the discrete frequency distribution. See the example. Construct discrete frequency distribution for following data. The data we are given 1, 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, 4, 6, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 1, 1, 3, 3, 2, 5, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. Here the total number of observations we are given in examples is 30 and total number of observation is denoted by small n. Here small n is equal to 30 and here the discrete values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we are given in examples 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and last is 6. Then how to make the discrete frequency distribution? Make the columns x, then second tally marks and third frequency. X is nothing but the discrete values. The discrete values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and last is 6. Then how to make the second column tally marks? Okay, see what is the first observation we are given in example is 1. Just make one tally to the corresponding row of discrete values. Now the second value is again 1. So again write down the one tally to the corresponding row. Similarly write down the remaining tallies up to the last observation. And in third column just count all the tallies and write down in corresponding column of frequency. That means the 9 frequency is of first discrete value, 7 frequency is of second discrete value. Similarly remaining one. What does it mean? That means that the one discrete value is repeated 9 times. 2 value is repeated 7 times. 3 value is repeated 5 times. 4 value is repeated 4 times. 5 value is repeated 4 times and 6 value is repeated 1 time. So total frequency is 30. See, count 9 plus 7 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1, that is 30. This is the example of discrete frequency distribution. Now the next is continuous frequency distribution. How to construct a continuous frequency distribution? There are some guidelines of constructing a continuous frequency distribution. So first guideline is decide on the number of classes to include. The number of classes should be between 5 and 20. Otherwise it may be difficult to detect any patterns. So according to Surragus rule, number of classes is approximately equal to 1 plus 3.322 into log of n, where small n is number of observations. Now the second guideline is find the class width as follows. Determine the range of the data. So range is calculated as largest value minus smallest value. And divide the range by the number of classes and round up to the next convenient number. So formula for calculating the class width is largest value minus smallest value divided by number of classes. Now the third guideline is find the class limits. You can use minimum entry as the lower limit of first class to find the remaining lower limits and add the class width to lower limit of the preceding class. Then find out the upper limits. Now the fourth guideline is make a tally mark for each data entry in row of appropriate class. And last 5, count the tally marks to find out the total frequency for each class. Now we see the example. The following data represent the ages of 30 students in statistic class. Construct a continuous frequency distribution. The ages of students we are given 18, 20, 21, 27, 29, 20, 19, 30, 32, 19, 34, 19, 24, 29, 18, 37, 38, 22, 30, 39, 32, 44, 33, 46, 54, 49, 18, 51, 21 and 21. Okay, here we are given the total number of observation, that is n is equal to 30 students. Okay, so first step is to calculate the number of classes, and according to Sturgis rule, what is the formula for calculating the number of classes? Number of classes is approximately equal to 1 plus 3.322 into log of n, where small n is number of observations. So n is equal to 30. Just put the value of n is equal to 30. So 1 plus 3.322 into log of 30. First calculate log 30. In calculator, use the function log and then write down the value 30. So log 30 is equal to 1.4771. After that, multiply 3.322 into 1.4771. We will get the value 4.9069. Then 1 plus that value is nothing but the 5.9069, which is approximately equal to 6. So number of classes is equal to 6. Now the second step is to calculate the class width. Okay, how to calculate class width? What is the formula for calculating class width? Largest value minus smallest value divided by number of classes. In given example, we are given the largest value is 54 and the smallest value is 18. Now just plug the value in the formula. So largest value is 54, smallest is 18, divided by number of classes is 6, which is calculated in step number first. So 54 minus 18 is equal to 36 and divided by 6, that is 6. So class width is equal to 6. Now the third step is to calculate the lower limits and upper limits. The minimum data entry of 18 may be used for the lower limit of first class. To find out the lower limits of the remaining classes, add the class width, that is 6, to each lower limit. Okay, now see in example. Here the first class is started from 18 because the smallest value we are given in the example is 18. So let's start the first class from 18. So lower limit of first class is 18. Now add the class width. What is the value of class width? 6. Add the class width in first lower limit. So 18 plus 6, that is 24. Okay, so the upper limit of first class is 24. Now take this upper limit as the lower limit of next class. So 24. Then again add the class width in lower limit. So 24 plus 6, that is 30. Again take this upper limit as lower limit of next class, that is 30. Then 30 plus class width 6, 30 plus 6, that is 36. So upper limit of third class is 36. Then take again 36 as the lower limit of next class. 36 plus 6, that is 42. Then 42 plus 6, that is 48. And 48 plus 6, that is 54. So total number of classes is 6. Okay, now how to make the second column? So what is the first value we are given in example? 18. So 18 lies in which class? First class, because the first class is started from 18 to 24. Just write down the one tally in second row. Now the second observation is 20. So 20 lies in again in first class. Now 21. 21 is again lies in first class. Then 27. 27 lies in second class. Then 29. 29 lies in second class. Then 20. 20 lies in first class. This procedure is continue until the last observation covered. Okay, but this classification is exclusive classification. So if observation, for example this 24, the observation equal to upper limit, so it is not included in this class, it included in the next class. So this 24 lies in second class, not lies in first class. Okay, so this is the continuous frequency distribution. So in last column, just write down the corresponding frequency. There are 12 telomeres in first class, so that means there are 12 observations lies in first class, there are 4 observation lies in second class, there are 6 observation lies in third class, there are 3 observation lies in fourth class, there are 2 observation lies in fifth class, and last there are 3 observation lies in last class. The total frequency, that means capital N, is equal to 30. This is the construction of discrete and continuous frequency distribution. Thank you.